It's a beautiful, drizzly morning, and this morning I've moved the chickens from this area where they were. This is gonna be our garden starting in just a couple weeks, and I've moved them up here to a fresh, grassy area. So the chickens are loving the grass. They're just eating grass, they're scratching, they're enjoying it. Donald is enjoying the clover and the grass. They're finding something to eat in there. Last week we got a big load, 6 yards of leaf compost dumped on this end of the garden. And this morning, the same guy's coming out to bring us a load of leaf compost to put over here where the chickens have been. We've got 4 roosters, Obama, Teabag, Wyatt, the silver-laced Wyandotte. There's Wyatt. The 4th rooster, he's the smallest of the roosters. I can't remember if he has a name. He has been getting beat up. We thought he was okay for a few days. You know, he was obviously the underdog. But in the past couple days, he's just been totally picked on and beat up. He's underneath the chickshaw right now. Hey, bud, come on out. Come on out, buddy. So I'm gonna actually try to catch him, put him on the outside of the fence, and just let him free range. He can still have some social interaction through the fence, but he'll get a break from the beating. Here's 2 hens they want in the same nesting box. There's 2 open nesting boxes over here, but these 2 hens decided this is the one to lay in. This is the popular nesting box. Hey, there's plenty of room next door. They had him bleeding the other day from behind his comb, and we took him out and put triple antibiotic ointment on it and just let him have a break. All right, I got him. I'm gonna put him on the outside of the fence here, and I'm gonna give him some food and hopefully let him have a break. You know, chickens, they're awesome creatures. We love them, but they can be brutally cruel. They can be cruel. They'll peck each other till they bleed, and they'll eat each other's skin. They'll eat each other's blood. You know, the roosters will beat up a rooster to the point that it's bleeding, and the hens actually will jump in. So we're gonna give you a little break, okay? Your head's looking a little better. Sorry, bud. Sorry you came out in the bottom. He's even limping a little bit from being jumped on so many times. You know, stuff like this is sad, but it is really the reality of farm life. Roosters fight. I grew up, we had roosters. They would chase each other for hours and fight in the yard. It may be that we have one too many rooster now that spring fever has hit, and I won't feel bad if we have to subtract this guy permanently from the flock, though. I'm hoping he's gonna recover and get better and be able to join back in. Now that he's outside, he's a king again, right? Our compost is here. It's pretty exciting. Getting gardening season started soon.
All right, guys, I better get back there before the rain beats. Just call me for some more.
Thank you, have a good one.
See you guys.
So hopefully in the next couple days we're gonna have some time to get out here and start forming up some beds. I really just don't have the time, I don't feel, to develop the soil in this whole garden space. So we're really just gonna garden the lower maybe 30 or 40 feet. It's almost 90 feet from the bottom to the top. So we're just gonna garden about the lower third of it this year, and then we're gonna do an eat-in gardening method on the upper half and start getting wood chips and sawdust and just piling it in the upper part, running the chickens in there. And so next year we're gonna have a huge garden. And just in case you were wondering, the chicks in here are doing totally awesome. They're about to start jumping out of that swimming pool though. Tomorrow they're all gonna be jumping out, so we'll have to rework that. I'm coming down here to the barn. I'm gonna trim one goat's hooves. The vet encouraged me to be a little more aggressive with hoof care and actually take more off and really go for a flat level foot. What we figured out with the garden is just a way to make it work for us this year. We're putting compost in the lower half of the garden, which is gonna allow us to garden in that area this year, right away. But compost, even though we got a really good price on it, it's relatively expensive, and so we can't put that in the whole garden. And so by using Eden gardening, which is relatively low cost, we're gonna have a really productive garden here. A giant productive garden in just a few years. So what I wanted to encourage y'all to do is just figure out a way to make gardening work for you. You know, if you live in a little apartment in town, that may mean you just have to be happy with container gardening for now, and container gardening can be extremely productive. So just figure out what's gonna work for you and go for it. It's gonna be a great gardening season for us. We're really excited about it. The goal when you're trimming hooves is a nice flat bottomed hoof where when the goat puts his foot down, it's flat on the ground. This one is probably one of the worst, and it's all crooked out here. I think that's gonna correct over time as we keep them properly trimmed. Let's see what we can do. See over here, this side over here is just all crooked and the wall is like split. I'm trying to get that dirt out, and then I don't know if it'll regrow along here if we keep it properly trimmed or not. This part here is this part here is doubled over, and I'm going to take that out, excess off there. I don't really know what to do with that one part of that hoof. I'm going to keep working on it and just keeping it level, and then hoping it'll regrow. Healthy hoof will regrow, and we'll be able to get it back into kind of a healthy, normal form. All right, Flopsy, enough torture. Let's get you back with the rest of them. Come on, oh, nope. They're so eager to come out here because this is where they get fed on the milking stand. All right, pull your heads back. You can't come in here. All right, here we go. All right. Goats are hilarious, stubborn, and really fun animals.
We see the robot.
Hey kids, you coming down to see the goats?
Yes, we are. Dad, I'm gonna go do my job.
You wanna do what?
I'm gonna do my job.
You wanna do your job? Okay, I'll do your job with you. Let's go do it. Hey, good news. It seems like Rosie and Lady's diarrhea has resolved. They're doing really well. We don't think they have coccidiosis now.
And
So their diarrhea is better. They're totally healthy and active and happy.
And Winter has grown into the size of them.
And Winter is growing up. Oh man, Winter's just growing up so fast.
Feel her.
Oh, I know how heavy she is. I picked her up. There's Lady and Rosie though, as happy and healthy as ever. And clean little butts.
Look, Winter's as big as these guys. So big.
There you go.
Mom, I bet you want to go, Mom. Nice.
Whoa! You're gonna get dizzy. There's Miss Winter trying out some minerals. So it's been a little while, and now I'm coming to check on the rooster. He's just kind of sitting out here where he was before, so I'm gonna throw him some grain so he doesn't have to go too far. There you go, bud. Thank you all for joining us on our journey today. That was another great day on our homestead, and we'll see you tomorrow.